start recording, and then we're good to go. Wonderful. I'm trying to think of other, like, really controversial, like, violent games. There was, like, what, Manhunt? Like, it's more of a thing overseas, or you say... Or, yeah, you say you're French, which I assume means you're from France. Yeah, it's my understanding that the violence thing is more of a concern over in Europe, where it's like, yeah, countries like Germany, like, actually ban, like, a fair number of violent video games, just, like, straight up, aren't allowed to be sold in the country. Or it's like, I think, yeah, the modern Wolfenstein games are banned in Germany, for example, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I thought they were spikes. Or are they spikes in both worlds? Oh yeah, I love exploding. Like, frankly, you know, people always say it's like, you know, but they're Nazis, so it's perfectly fine to explode them into bloody chunks. And, you know, that's a good excuse and all. Personally, I'll explode fucking... I don't know. I'll explode puppies into bloody chunks, or if we're talking about human hating, you're like, yeah, I'll explode, like, fucking 8-year-olds into bloody chunks, and that'll satisfy my freaking sadistic tendencies. Yeah, bring on Postal and Manhunt and Mortal Kombat and that shit, I say. Although actually, I'm not big on fighting games either. And actually, fighting games is another example of a genre where there's like literally one game that I ever liked, one fighting game that I ever liked at all. It's like Guilty Gear is like the Guilty Gear series is the only fighting game that I've ever liked in like the slightest bit. And I love it to bits, but it's like the only fighting game I've ever liked. Or I guess I liked Blaze Blue a bit too. It's just I thought it kind of was a bit of a pale shadow of Guilty Gear. That was some bullshit there. How was I supposed to know that was coming up? Fuck you. This game is kind of starting to piss me off. Like, just mildly. It's not to the point where I'm, like, hating the time I'm having with it or anything, but it's just, like, every once in a while, it pisses me off. And it just... Yeah, and that kind of pisses me off. I just noticed right there that I just, like, missed a bunch of secrets. I can see the secrets just, like, passing by me. Problem is, by the time I see them, it's too late. I don't know. If this game can just stop pissing me off quite as frequently, though, I'm actually kind of enjoying this enough that I might actually go back and, you know, if not 100% it, because fuck collecting 545 of anything in a level. Oh, there was a thing up there too, and I could have got it, but I missed it. There's a lot of stuff in these levels. This would actually be really annoying to 100%, actually, now that I think of it. Because there's just so much stuff in these levels where it's like, you got one opportunity to get it, and if you miss it, it's like a constant point of no return. There's just like no going back. It's like you miss it, and then that's it. You missed your shot. You want to go for 100%, you got to replay the level from the start. Yeah, we want to go up this way. Ooh, tricky. Oh god, double tricky. Oh, I don't know about this. Can I jump on this fish? I can't. It's just the adrenaline rush, frankly. Like, I don't think games promote, like, you know, violent tendencies or any nonsense like that. It's just like that's what... Or at least a lot of games, that's kind of what it's about, is kind of getting invested in, or actually pretty much all games are about, like, pretty much like investing yourself in things that basically don't matter. That's basically what gaming is in a nutshell, or at least what all games have in common. You basically decide, I am going to, like, this you know, this little abstract thing that has absolutely no bearing on real life whatsoever is just going to be, like, really important to me for just this little brief period of time that I'm playing it, whether you're going to get invested in stories or characters or just, like, you know, the challenge and beating the game and kind of stuff. That's all video games are, just choosing to care about things that don't actually matter and just, like, running with it, essentially. Or at least that's sort of what, or at least, I don't know, that's what I think kind of being a gamer is. What the most passionate gamers are. That's, like, the best way to enjoy video games, in my opinion, is to get, like, really invested in it. And so for that reason, because you're invested, you know, just like, you know, whether getting pissed off at stuff comes second nature. Like, you know, if you like look in like the business world and, you know, executives making decisions and whatnot, and, you know, business decisions and what, there's a lot of angry dudes in that kind of culture just because they got a lot to be pissed about. They got like millions of dollars riding on the line on, like, you know, the decisions they make and the stuff their employees do and stuff, so they got good reason to be pissed, and they got a lot on the line. And in video games, not so much, but you kind of have to act, or kind of have to decide that it's going to matter to you, and then that's kind of what makes it fun. You know, it's not a matter of life or death, but you treat it as such because that's the fun of it. It's like, you know, people say, like, oh, games are just a fun little triviality, diversion, stop getting mad at video games. And it's like, the fact that you take it seriously is what makes it fun, what makes it absorbing and engaging. That's like, I wouldn't, like, all these people who say, like, oh, games are just a trifle, you shouldn't take it so seriously. It's no, the seriousness is what makes it great. I wouldn't play video games, like, I wouldn't enjoy video games if I didn't take them seriously. There's a matter of, like, taking it too seriously, and I used to do a lot of that when I was a little kid, to the point where I'd have like screaming fits and stuff because I couldn't get past like a level in Mario and stuff. There's a point where you've got to, yeah, you can get too invested. There's certainly that kind of thing, and you see that a lot in the. if you want to see a lot of that, check out the fucking MOBA scene. Go watch some Dota streams, and you'll see a perfect example of that kind of thing. Not even esports stream, because of course, like I said, there's money on the line when you get into like esports and LoL and Dota and that kind of stuff. So some of those people, the esports kids, have a good reason to be pissed off and yelling, but just like the casual players, even just watch like a casual Dota stream, and you'll see like the perfect examples of people taking that, you know, make it serious shit and just taking it way too far. What the hell are they trying to tell me here? So I bounce up. Whoop. Alright, can I climb walls? Is that what they're telling me? I can climb walls! What the fuck? I've been Mega Man X this entire time, and I didn't even know. What the fuck? Why would they wait this long to show this to me? This is absurd. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's true. You can take it too far. But there's a, as in many things in life, not everything, but many things, it's like moderation is kind of the key. Don't want to be too serious about it, but it's like, you know, if you're not at least a little bit serious about it, you know, you're passionless. I see a lot of that these days among gaming communities, especially the fucking gaming press. Especially you saw that at the start with like the, you know, the gamers are dead bullshit that kicked off the whole Gamersgate nonsense. And, you know, I'm not going to get into that a whole deal, but just like the way the gaming press, like the kind of shit that you heard from the gaming press at around that time. Oh, apparently I can't climb walls. Maybe it's just the bookcases. Okay, that makes sense. It's just the bookcases. So, okay. Only when you're touching books do you become Mega Man X. And just, yeah, the kind of people that's like, oh yeah, video games, it's just like stupid little boys with their toys, and like, you saw a lot of that kind of talk from the games press, and just like gaming blogs, and certain gaming, like on NeoGAF, that kind of shit was all over the place. And it just really pissed me off. And just because, you know, that's taking it too far in the other direction, where it's just like, you know, you're kind of trivializing, like, games are awesome. I strongly believe that. I think games are worth taking seriously. To a certain degree, at least. Like, for the sake of getting that kind of enjoyment that I was talking about earlier, they're worth taking seriously to get that kind of experience. So it just made me really angry that all these people who were, like, supposedly, you know, in video game communities and make their living writing about video games were to make fun, you know, to make fun of people for, like, even taking video gaming, like, the slightest bit seriously. There was too much in the other direction, in my opinion. I suppose you could say I do fall a little bit on the too serious side sometimes, I suppose. This is another bit where it's, like, confusing. It's like it's not immediately obvious that those bridges are going to go away when you switch the world around. It's like some bridges go away and some don't. How are you to know? or you're talking about like the video game press in terms of making money? I'm not convinced that they're making money. I think there's a strong argument to be made that like the traditional games press is dying these days, and not just as a result of like the Gamergate bullshit. I think it's been on the way out for a long time. There's like the Gamergate bullshit just kind of was a good, I don't know what to call it, an example of that, where there's just this huge disconnect between like the general gaming public and the people who write about video games professionally. It's just, yeah, people are moving to like YouTube and Twitch and that kind of stuff. They want that more direct experience and not like, the hoity-toity, critic and stuff. And how do I use these springs? These springs don't seem very springy. Okay, you gotta be very exact with the timing on these. Very exact. Holy God, that's like almost frame perfect. Like, yeah, mind you, I've always been of the opinion that like the video games press has been trash. All right, okay, not always. Like I used to, read video game mags back in the day, and I enjoyed, PC Gamer and EGM and that kind of stuff. Maybe it was good back in the day. I don't know. I haven't read them in like ages and ages, but like I remember even back in the day, like I never really paid much attention to like video game reviews on the internet or anything like that. I mostly got recommendations through like, just dudes that I talked to on forums and like chat rooms and stuff, and just real life friends was where I got all my gaming recommendations. Just because of the way the games reviews worked, you get a bunch of people who just clearly have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Just like literally just like spewing lies about video games, or not lies, but misinformation, just because they didn't give a games, especially for like little like non-AAA games, like littler, kind of the B-level titles never really got a fair shake from the games press a lot of the time. So yeah, I never was a big fan of the games press, and I think more and more people are sort of starting to come around to that opinion. It's just you get a more accurate sense of like what a video game is all about by just watching someone play it, and it's easier than ever. And back in the day, you can load up YouTube and just watch someone play like the latest whatever game you're interested in. And nowadays, it's just like the easiest thing. You can go straight to the source, see it right away, and you can get so many different varieties of doing it too. You can get your commentary with it if you're into that kind of thing. Ooh. Oh, that's tricky. And I think I just missed my opportunity forever. Yeah, it's mainly a technology thing, actually. Nowadays, it's so easy to get your opinions on video games, or just to get recommendations for video games and information on them from so many sources, so many better sources that are more efficient and more... You can kind of tailor them more to your liking. And what the balls do I do here? Oh, that's a high spring. Yeah, there's so many Twitch streamers, too. You can find, like, someone who suits your personality, someone who suits your tastes, and, yeah, someone who kind of tends toward who you like, or whose tastes agree with yours, and who you kind of trust to give you good recommendations, or just, like, show you interesting stuff. You don't have to rely on, like, the establishment, quote-unquote, to give you that kind of games coverage. You can get the games coverage you want from all these different sources. Like, the establishment games press can't give you that kind of variety. They just can't. It's not designed that way. Anyways, that's it. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably just about everything I have to say about the games press, really. Man, I'm covering a lot of topics on Giana Sisters here. I'm actually losing my voice here. I might actually have to call the stream. It sucks. I'm like not tired or anything. I'm good to keep going on this, but I'm like literally losing my voice here. I don't even... God, I hope this doesn't... I never thought of that. I might actually have to pace myself with this like 8-hour-a-day streaming thing. If I go at this pace, actually, I'm going to lose my voice by like day 3 completely. You know what it is? I think I just need to pace myself better. I need to be taking more breaks, I think, in the course of these streams. I probably should have taken like a half-hour break or something, like probably a few hours ago. Oh well. Problem is, I get so into these conversations. I'm like the rarest. That's why I love having viewers so much, and why I started this this whole JASUBLITZ thing, because I know that the key. I know from experience, like just looking at other Twitch streamers, that the key to building an audience is just streaming a lot and just being like online like a lot of the time. So that's kind of what I wanted to do here with JASUBLITZ, was just take a good week to you know, just take a good week to stream consistently, full time, draw some viewers in, and then, you know, maybe get some, you know, followers and stuff, so I can actually get to, you know, get to have these kinds of conversations and cover these kinds of topics in video games, as opposed to... Or actually, frankly, I end up talking about this kind of shit a lot of the time anyways, when nobody's watching, just for, you know, practice or whatever, but... Okay, so this is a timing puzzle here. And again, it's a kind of a puzzle where it's like, oh my god, you stuck puzzle platformers in it. Oh my goodness. That was not obvious. There was nothing intuitive whatsoever about that interaction right there. Complete bullshit. Fuck you, Giana Sisters. Though the game, there's still enough other good stuff in the game that I... It's kind of impressive, actually. Like, there's a lot to like in this game. Like, enough that all this bullshit, I'm like, actually, it's actually kind of carrying me through the bullshit. I probably had to drop down fast there. That was pretty obvious. I should have got that. Well, the bigger your audience, the less you can have any conversations at all, or anything even resembling a conversation. Like, I was talking about how I like to tune into Kriparian's stream sometimes. Like, it's fun to watch him play games, especially games I haven't seen before. You know, experience the newest, the latest, and greatest, and that kind of stuff. He does not interact with his chat at all. He can't, because he has, like, you know, 10,000 concurrent viewers at any given time. It's like chatting, like any of those kinds of streams. It's just like people, like, copy-pasting, like, dumb memes the whole time. And there's just, like, no room for any kind of conversation of any sort. I think, like, a medium-sized stream, like, if I could get, frankly, if I could get, like, a dozen, like, concurrent viewers regularly, I'd be really, really pleased with that. Like, I'm not looking to make a career out of this or anything. It's just fun for me. I enjoy doing it, and I think I'd enjoy it even more if I could, you know, get some people to enjoy it with me a bit more often. So yeah, that is the essence of JASUBLITZ. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up after this level. I'm thinking that's what has to happen, just for the sake of my voice and to make sure that JASUBLITZ can actually continue onward and that I won't lose my voice by like day 2. So yeah, I'm probably gonna call it after this level. But yeah, I will be streaming throughout the week. Again, my voice notwithstanding, I intend to be going 8 hours a day for the next 7 days. So yeah, there's that to look forward to. And again, the cool thing is, yeah, the audience at this point is small enough that you can pretty much suggest anything, and I'll probably just play whatever whoever happens to be watching wants me to play. So yeah, a lot of control in the viewer's hands at this point. Since, like, yeah, if you're the one viewer at the moment, I'll play whatever you want me to. Oh right, I gotta, yeah, do the thing to move it. Ooh, that was, ooh, a bit too much there. Little bit too much. Yeah, it's strict moderation is key. Once you get beyond a certain size, you need like a bunch of moderators to keep that kind of stuff under control. Either that, or just do like a sub-only chat. Oh, when I died back there, I actually like bursted through a checkpoint there when I died. I was afraid I'd have to redo a bunch of shit. That was actually kind of amusing. Okay. Oh god, my voice. Oh, my throat. Alright, personally, it depends on whether you're trying to make money or not. For me, it's just, I'm always just gonna go to please myself. I don't care about alienating viewers, just because, I don't know, they like, it's like, you know, I take kind of the, you know, the build it and they will come approach to things, where it's just like, if I don't like, if I don't speak my mind, then I'm not going to enjoy myself. If I'm, like, constrained about saying what I feel and speaking my opinions on stuff, then that's just not fun for me. Part of what I enjoy about this stuff is, like, you know, just, like, just playing games and see what just kind of following the train of thought where it goes, and just talking about whatever's on my mind and whatever I notice, and just my thoughts on game design and gaming and just stuff in general that comes to my mind when I'm playing these games. And if I didn't do that, if I had to hold back in any way, it just wouldn't be fun for me. That would defeat the whole purpose. I wouldn't care if I could. Yeah, if having to hold myself back is like the difference between like 10 and like 10,000 viewers, fuck it, I'll take the 10 viewers. I think that's a pretty good place to end it for the night. Oh, and apparently I've been getting trading cards for Giana Sisters as well. Man, shit, that's like a good... Yeah, talk about your Twitch stream money. That's like a good, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I made like 80 cents tonight in Steam trading cards. So, yeah, that's cool. I got Summer Shantae, too. That is... Damn, she looks nice. That is a skimpy bikini. My goodness. I think I've seen it, too. She wears... Yeah, you get that picture when you beat the game in the speedrun time. Might actually have to go for that, just for that. I mean, sure, I can look at it on the internet and everything, but... Anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it for day 1 of JASUBLITZ.